Hey there campers, Charlie from Atlanta here, aka the Corporate Gypsy. This is episode 2 of my WYBDR adventure. If you missed episode 1, I'll put a link down in the description. It was an amazing journey, magnificent scenery, and I think you're going to enjoy it. If this is content you like, I hope you'll consider liking and subscribing. It's greatly appreciated and helps the channel out. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoy it.
Day 3 starts in Alcova, headed to Lander, to Worland/Tinsleep, and ultimately to Burgess Junction. On the map, Alcova is where the red line meets the blue line. These next 3 days have everything you could want as an adventure rider. We have crisis, we have weather, and most important of all, we have the most magnificent scenery that I've ever seen. Wow.
Goes off forever. It's awesome. This is a different gig. It's just this 2-track going off. There's some sand. Supposedly, the intel says there's washouts up here.
What? Okay. It's sore. When I take this boot off tonight, we'll be interested to see. But I've got some ice packs. We'll find out.
Section 4 of the WYBDR is dominated by 90 miles or so of the Beaver Rim. It's a road of all types of terrain, all types of elevations that runs along next to the cliff edge. It was spectacular. And the prize was getting to the viewpoint where you were able to park for a little bit and then look out over the valley, over the ridgeline. It was beautiful.
That other side would have sucked.
Day 3 comes to an end, and the Holiday Inn Express was a real welcome sight. My ankle's hurting, and I am popping Advil like Pez. Thank goodness his chain, because they had ice machines, and I went straight to the ice, so I had no trouble getting the boot off, and I had no trouble getting the boot back on the next day. Plus, they had an awesome breakfast.
So as you can see, we're heading east. We're meeting here. Everybody spread out, coming on the pavement to get to here. Last minute, switching over to Enduro Pro, water, blah, blah, blah. And Neil will be here in just a second. We're heading off that way. It's kind of tricky. I got to turn my head. Wow, morning light hits that just right. Awesome. This is one of the sections that's impassable if it's wet. You can see the ruts, you can see what this clay is like. It's hard now, but if this had been wet, we'd have to turn around. Well, actually, we wouldn't even be back here. corridor. Just saw lightning. Fortunately, I wanted to run the drone up here. We're fighting racing against a storm. You see the black clouds. It's a bummer. This would have been cool. This is Red Gulch, I think you would call it. And it's another one of those places that if it rained, which we're trying to get ahead of, would be impassable. Tell by the ruts.
Day 4 in the books, and the days in Worland, Wyoming was a welcome sight. We stayed in Worland simply because Tin Sleep didn't have enough hotel beds. Worland's about 30 miles away. This is an old Days Inn, but it was great because we were able to park right in front of our rooms, which I really like. They had washer and dryer, which are easy to get to, so we were able to clean some clothes. And the staff was great. I highly recommend this motel.
This is what you call a technical trail. This is steep. The GoPro's gonna flatten it, but this is steep. I wasn't paying attention. We got cowboys, or cowgirls, moving cattle.
We got to go slow through here because obviously we don't want to spook the cows, but also these little booger heads will make a last second move, and it could be dire. You can see in a second, which is what happens.
This is slick. This is shit. Last night there was a little bit, but just settled the dust. Ooh, nice view. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. That way you can get the right line and the view. Wow, yeah, some kind of animal. The colors are amazing. Pretty sporty.
Day 5's a wrap. Sadly, we have 1 day remaining where we make a run to the Montana border in the final episode. If you like this kind of content, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps the channel out. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the final episode.